Tonight, pride and protest, a day of mixed emotions and charged debate as Adelaide marks Australia Day.
Our biggest footy clubs have weighed in, one strongly backing calls to change the date.
Also tonight, the Hoons fueling road rage of a different kind, why residents say our leaders have let them down.
Saving lives when seconds count. A first look at the new firefighting tool now in action.
And Australian Open upset, a young Italian takes down Djokovic in a semi-final for the ages.
This is Adelaide's 9 News.
Good evening. On our National Day, South Australians were divided in how they marked it.
Amid swelling debate, January 26 is now a day of solemn ceremonies and powerful marches, alongside family gatherings and barbecues celebrating what makes us Aussies.
Starting with a sacred ritual from our First Nations people. South Australians soon came together any way they could to mark our National Day. For some, it was a family affair and a chance to enjoy some old-time favourites. Beautiful. In Salisbury, crowds nestled amongst the gum trees from as early as 8 this morning.
We're the best country in the world.
The cooler conditions leaving our beaches a little barer than usual, but at Aldinga there was no mistaking what day it was. The public holiday embraced right across town, the dress code, everything Aussie. So too was the menu.
Lamingtons and
scones,
pavlovas and scones, everything Australian.
For our newest Australians, it was a day of firsts. This ceremony at Glenelg, one of many across the city, welcoming and celebrating those who are now officially citizens.
This means that we can go anywhere else and be, say that we're part of Australia now.
Feeling of pure pride and joy. It's immeasurable, it feels great.
And here in the heart of the city, the theme of coming together has continued, with thousands gathering in solidarity to reflect on what today means to so many Australians. The voices of our First Nations people ringing loud and clear.
Not a date! Not a day to celebrate!
Thousands marching side by side down King William Street on Invasion Day.
It's kind of an interesting day for us all. There's the sadness of the past and, of course, the celebration of survival.
A movement with growing support.
It's such a beautiful thing to come to, and it's stand in solidarity with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people.
All calling for the date of Australia Day to be changed. Shannon McDonald, 9 News.
And protesters were marching all across the country today, taking part in Invasion Day rallies. Melbourne's CBD brought to a standstill with 35,000 uniting in the city. Things getting a little heated with authorities there and also in Canberra, where protesters broke through the police line, taking their message to the doors of power at Parliament House.
And Adelaide's two biggest footy clubs have weighed into the Australia Day debate. Gus McDonald, what have they said?
Yeah, Brenton, both clubs have taken to social media today to express their support for the country's First Nations people. In particular, Port Adelaide have taken a pretty strong stance on January 26, saying Port Adelaide Football Club respects that everyone has the right to their own views and supports changing the date. The Crows not going quite so far as calling for a new date, but joining in the support for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities, saying they respect everyone's right to choose how they reflect on today. But Kate, both clubs say they are committed to reconciliation and unity moving forward.
Gus, thank you. And reconciliation is a key theme at Elder Park tonight. Chelsea Carey, a big crowd is building